Welcome to the live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. We will be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion about all aspects of trading, live trading, fundamental, technical, as well as live trading session that we do every single day. So, as almost the last week of the holiday, and next week is holiday, so you gonna prepare for some crazy move in the market. Fully ready for it, guys, and make sure that you are smashing the like button before I progress further for this live session, live trading session that we do, and also smashing the subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So let's begin with today's looking at gold, and also we will be looking at Gbpujpy and Usdjpy, euro dollar, Gbpusd. Also let me know which one you are looking at, starting with gold, and then we'll be looking at currency pairs as well. Gold is a bit in a choppy fashion, but the predictable price action that I can see, if I look at the daily on gold, I think that gold might drop further to the downside. Though there is a series of higher low, if you look at gold, what you see that series of higher low. Okay, so why am I looking at series of higher low? Because when you look at an uptrending market where there is series of higher low, which is a sign of bullish market, which is the way the bull market begins. Now if you look at here on gold, you can see that from the daily series of higher low. So with that series of higher low and also series of lower high, so the market in a bit in a narrow range, so that narrow range might break in this direction, but I think that gold might be coming down to retest this daily support. Any break of the daily low, we could see that bouncing back up, which is possible with the upcoming session. Let me look at the news calendar as well, guys, to see how the news might be coming up in the market. Looking at this one here on today coming up, we'll be covering that news, final GDP on dollar, as well as unemployment claims. So both of them coming up in just a matter of an hour, and then tomorrow GBP. So Gbpusd is very important, also Gbpujpy, and also it will impact the gold as well, the mighty gold, guys. Mighty gold, let's see, we had a trade, quite a few trade on gold, and let me see that how the market is evolving in that area. Now the mighty gold is forming bearish pattern here, a bit in consolidation, but the channel is bearish. You could see that break to the downside here on the 1 hour chart. I will be looking at again on the daily to see where is the daily support. This is the daily support here. Now daily low is super important, because this is where we could see that, you know what, I think gold coming down here from this daily break of the daily low, we could see bounce back up again, because this is an imbalance, and as soon as the price will manage to break that low, we could see that another bounce back up, and then we might see finally gold probably coming down to the daily 20 EMA. Ultimate destination on gold for me is down to this daily 20 EMA, or even breaking that low. So for me, gold long term, we could see that downside. Now it is moving in that direction here before the news, and if the price is dropping to this support level, this is the daily low. Let me draw again, look at, this is the daily support level, and from the daily support level we could see that after breaking that, bouncing back up, it might form an inverted head and shoulder with this move, and then we could see going back up and it might range in that way, or it could go back up breaking this high and then dropping back to this daily support level. So let's see how the market is heading. Now before we progress further, let me know using the live chat, are you ready for the day again? We had also a very good trading day yesterday as well. Let me know using the live chat and give a big thumbs up, guys. Smash it. Felix, Daniel, lovely. Thank you very much, Pauline. Hello, good morning or good evening or afternoon where you are. Pauline, good morning, good afternoon. Wisdom, good afternoon from Nigeria. Thank you. Delson, good afternoon, coach. Let's have a peaceful day. Yes, absolutely. Let's have a peaceful day. Patrick, hello, coach. Thank you very much for appreciate Euro USD. Yes, absolutely. Let me Euro CHF favor. High dollar CAD is your analysis. Yes, we'll be looking at that. Now let's find out where is our next opportunity with other instrument as well. Now if I look at here on, so looking at, let me see that here. Okay, so here we will be waiting for a deeper either liquidity graph from here or from this level. Especially you see this doji here on the 30 minutes, and below this doji there is liquidity. Now you saw that I talk about a lot of liquidity. What is liquidity? This is a secret that you can learn and master to see how the market is moving. There is a famous scientist, Nikola Tesla. According to Nikola Tesla, if you want to know the secret of the universe, then think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibrations. So Nikola Tesla said that anyone can know the secret of the universe by understanding the energy, frequency, and vibration. You might say, okay, why it is so important to know that? Is because when you know how this universe operates in terms of energy, you become the master of your own creation. This is where sometimes the struggle lies, because we don't see the power that we have within. So what is the difference between the universe and the human being? Or how do you communicate with the higher energetic source? Is by the energy. Okay, so imagine that everything you see around you, trees, birds, chair, table, okay, now break all of them down, go in a microscopic level, go to the atom, and then go to the molecule and go further downside, and you will see that actually in the subatomic level, in the quantum level, they all are energy, wave of energy. Okay, now when this energy had a frequency, so then what do you want? You want to be rich, financially free, right? You want financial freedom. Everyone wants financial freedom, right? So what is financial freedom? Financial freedom is a consciousness that has its own energetic vibration. It's an experience. So if I clearly explain, let's say you have $10 million. Okay, with the $10 million, now you have the financial freedom. So what do you do with the $10 million? You go to experience. Okay, so you go to the experience. So that experience is a level of consciousness that you need to attain to have that experience. And every experience that you will have is in the present moment. It's in the now. There is nothing outside of the now. It's in the present moment. The only thing, the only difference between now you and that experience lies in between is your energetic vibration or the frequency, where you can elevate yourself to have that experience from that universe. Everything you can possibly imagine exists at different level of consciousness that you need to raise. So if you look at the purpose of the human, let's say we have a purpose, everyone has a purpose. What is the purpose of a human being? Is to raise that consciousness, to go to the level where you can experience that financial freedom, abundance, or anything that you want to experience. So with that being said, there are three most important part. Three is important number as well. You can see the pyramid has a three corner, and also there are trinity, there are three level thinking. So thinking, feeling, and acting is also the three numbers that helps to create the life that you want to create. So if you look at the market, there are three most important part in it, which is the market structure, liquidity, and price action. So looking at gold here on the 30 minutes time frame, below this level, you can see below this doji there is liquidity. And what I think that gold might be coming down to grab that liquidity and then to pick that to the upside. And this is what we will be looking this session. Make sure that guys you stay patient and also not taking a big risk, but doing the risk management when you are opening a trade. Any trade coming along the way, definitely we will be looking at it. So looking at that, what we can expect on gold, you can see it's pushing high, just needed any break of the resistance level. Also we can look for selling, because if it not coming if it isn't coming here earlier but going back up, then we might see the revert back again to this support level, and I will be waiting for that entry. So let's see how gold is doing. We'll leave it there, where we will be looking at GBP JPY. Can we buy Euro GBP? So you wanna buy Euro GBP, we'll be looking at. Good day, Victor. Spiritual is very important to establish the right trading psychology. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, yeah, so spirituality is very important to establish the right trading psychology. It's also important, yeah, absolutely, you are to the point. It's also important to establish the right life and mindset. So according to this is also a very important point, because it's in fact a modern, you see that according to Carl Jung once said that the spiritual problem of modern human being. So we are very very far from the reality that exists. So what happened is that modern life, such as news, TV, social media, everything, YouTube, Facebook, that became so materialistic that we have lost in touch with other part of ourselves, because all truth but half truth, all false but the half false, all paradoxes can be reconciled. So when you look at everything, there is always two things in it. So if you look at the outer world, that we are fully emerged with the materialistic side of it, and we have lost the complete touch with the unseen part of the life, that is the essence of balance. So Similarly, like if you look at the market, only look at the candlestick pattern and price action, but not looking at the liquidity, you may not find a better trading opportunity. Similarly, if you don't balance your materialistic side and the other side, then you will always struggle. That's why balancing is the most important part, because when you look at the materialistic side only, you are living a life with the Newtonian physics, which more often may not give you a very accurate result when you go to the very subtle level. So that is why, staying in balance is the most important task in every aspect. Also, in terms of developing the trading psychology, absolutely. So stay tuned, guys. Make sure that you are smashing the like button and also hitting that subscribe button. Morning, sir. Thank you very much. Excellent way of expressing your topic, Forex market, also explaining US oil. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Thank you very much. Have done physical science. Thank you. We shall also BTC USD. I will be looking at that. Let me look at that US oil. Now, if you look at WTI, looking at the daily here on the daily time frame, we can see that from the daily, this is the daily candle. Previous day, there is a pin bar on WTI. Okay, so if you look at where we can see that this is the daily pin bar, and with the daily pin bar, the price from this long-term resistance has formed a pin bar. Okay, so this is the trend line, and what I think that WTI might be coming back down to this support level, which is the channel, long-term channel. The price hit that resistance, form a pin bar, and we can expect now a break towards the downside, because it has formed significant bullish move so far. If you look at the weekly, the price has broken the weekly high. Now what we look at in this 4 hour, there is a pin bar. Okay, so what I think that WTI might be dropping down to that level again. So it's already formed head and shoulder. So this is a weekly resistance. Monthly level, the price on the monthly resistance, looking at the weekly, daily. So what I think that just looking at the WTI, we might see that break on that one on WTI. If you look at here on WTI, let me see that there's a doji. This is the channel. How many pips here? Okay, so daily resistance is here. Any break of that high, so which is, we'll keep eye today for WTI. But I think that it might try to break again, and that will give a big momentum for a drop. It might even drop from here, but as you can see, it's still maintaining that series of higher low. It might try to break the high again for a bit more momentum, and then we could see that the price is coming down to create a new lower low, and in that move we could see that WTI dropping down to this support level. Very good opportunity will be if WTI form another liquidity candle here, and then we could see that the market is just bouncing back to the support level. Guys, I see that the like is not as per the view, so I will pause for 2 seconds, or if you need maybe 3 seconds, smash it. Did you do that? And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Thanks for the support. So WTI, we could see that this market, it's very nicely trending and very predictable trend. For the conservative trader, stop loss could be here. It's a very big gap, but still we could see that the market, even if someone is trading 1-to-1 from this to this, here 1-to-1 is a high probability, 65% probability trade on WTI, like that, because the trend is down. So I'll keep eye on that. Let me see now GBPJPY, and then we'll go back to gold. We see the some kind of bounce on gold, which is good. Let me see if there is any opportunity in that now at the moment. There is a bounce. Okay, so the gold had made a move. Might find an opportunity, because I want to see that gold has been able to break. So today's high, we look at today's high is here. So this is today's high. Now break of this high, which we could see eventually if the gold is going to break 2038 level. That will be a very good place for selling. We're still on the AUD NZD trade from. Now we closed AUD and ZD in just 4 pip down. So if I bring up the PNL, you guys will know exactly how we are trading. So it's important that also guys, that see my PNL. Let me bring up my live PNL that also I'm trading. So this is my live PNL. So if you look at AUD and ZD, where is AUD and ZD that we have opened yesterday? So where is the AUD and ZD? Let me bring my camera. Yeah. So this is my live account. So if we look at AUD and ZD, yeah, so we have around we closed around at 0.5, less than 0.5% have closed, because it is important that managing the trade is super important. And if you look at my PNL, the reason I have brought my PNL, guys, in couple of days PNL, trading is always involved some kind of, but if you look at, this is a live account, you can see that. And so trading like that, when you are winning, you need to win big or more. So either a lot of win or bigger win, so the same thing. So some people use a strategy with a very smaller risk, a bigger win. Another way is to use a lot of win but with a high winning rate. So both can be done. If you are good at picking the good high probability trade, you can maintain a long high winning rate. Okay, so this is what I'm currently aiming to increase the winning rate, because especially the beginners find it hard to hold a trade for longer term. I personally can hold a trade for longer term. So in that case, so if you are holding a trade for longer term, then longer term means like bigger profit, then you might need to do the proper risk management. You need to accept that some trade will not work out in your way. But beginner, because my account is being followed by many traders, so beginner traders sometimes find it hard to hold a trade for bigger profit. So that's why I am focusing more on now high winning rate, high winning percentage. So yeah, this is what trading is, guys. If you want to follow me, also if you want to trade with me in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, I do share all my trades in the VIP group, including entry, stop loss, and take profit target. You can join me today. Link below this video in the description. You can visit the website, and also you can find the link at the top of the chat, www.forextradingwizard.com, where you can learn and grow as a trader. Hey, what's that language? Don't use it here. Okay, we see that gold is heading to that level, to the daily resistance level, and we might find a selling opportunity. I'm ready, guys, for another trading day. You guys are ready? Let me know. And how did you find the channel? Also let me know by smashing the like button and also by hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Okay, so it's hitting the daily high. Okay, so I want to see that the price has been able to break to the upside. This is the daily resistance level 2038. Okay guys, ready for another day? So some of the levels, 2040, it's approaching a very important liquidity zone. This is a weekless candle. Let me see. Yeah, so it's also approaching the weekly resistance. Okay, so it might try to break the weekly high. Okay, so it has broken that. That's awesome. So it's hitting the weekly. This is the weekly high. Okay, so let me draw all this level here, guys, to see where the market is heading. If we find that the price has been able to break the weekly high, we could see that a return back from that resistance level. This is the weekly high. So basically, I'm explaining my planning on gold, guys. I'm looking to sell gold after reaching any of this level, and if we see that gold has made significant movement in those levels, with this move we might find suitable entry on gold for selling. Okay, so do not take a big risk. The only thing here is I'm trying to trade, and also we are a community, so make sure that you protect your trading account by doing proper risk management. When I enter very fast, I would recommend you to open in a demo account, and always with proper lot size calculator, using proper lot size calculator based on the risk percentage and everything. If you are opening a fixed lot, then always use a very smaller lot so that you are not losing your capital. Okay, so don't trade without a stop loss. Let me see here what it did. Is the gold is bullish or bearish? This is the question, right? Now here is a big breakout at the moment, and weekly resistance is here, so it is approaching the weekly resistance. I think that it will try to break the weekly high, the previous weekly high, and then we could see that revert back. So at the moment we can look at what I think, that now it's gonna retest this weekly candle, and it might try to move up back up again to this weekly resistance. So the way it has broken out, the chances for a retest to the weekly resistance is high. So let's see how it is doing. Okay, so let's be prepared for trading day, a massive day. Are you still on the AUD and ZD trade from yesterday? No, I'm not. CHFJPY, did it grab enough liquidity to go upside? We'll be looking at that. Dollar CAD, yes, we will be looking at that as well. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell about Gbpusd. Yeah, we'll be looking at the evening course. Need to be till news. That is bullish impulse here. GBP USD prediction. Yes, we'll be looking at now as GBP very volatile. We can look at GBP JPY, and then we'll be looking at GBP USD as well. So looking at the daily chart on GBP USD. So from the daily chart on GBP USD, what we can see that from the daily perspective, this is the daily price action on GBP USD. I will be also looking at the weekly now. So when we are looking at the weekly, what we see that GBP JPY, not USD, probably I said the GBP USD. So GBP JPY, if you look at this weekly support, the market had a bounce from this weekly support, and what we could see that GBP JPY will try to, because it tested the weekly support, it might try to bounce back up again because it's a long-term bull market. From the monthly, it's a nasty breakdown from this trend that might give GBPUSD more back up again. So looking at the weekly, where this is the weekly support, and this is where we can expect for the price to bounce back up. Looking at the daily, where this is the daily chart on GBP JPY, a bearish candle, so far a drop. It might try to go back up to grab liquidity from the daily resistance level on GBP JPY. So looking at the intraday, which is here, GJ forming consolidation pattern, and from the higher time frame, what I think that GJ, so GBP JPY, we might see this is the weekly support. As you can see from here, we saw this bounce has come back down to the weekly support again. So it might try to create another lower low before trending back to the upside, and before the monthly close. So you see that 8 days remaining, which is this is the, after this week there will be one more week for GJ, and I think that before the monthly close we might see another attempt to sell off and then going back up to create a new higher high. So from the weekly, where also we see that situation on GJ, where the market is forming narrower candle sideways movement, it might boom drop, form long wick candle, going back up. It might trend in that range in that way for the whole month. So at the moment we could see another drop and then going back up to the daily resistance, coming back down to test the before the monthly close, and I think that it's gonna range in that way before bouncing back to the long-term trending direction. So for us to trade locally is still bearish, so at the moment it's a bit in a very narrow range. So we'll be waiting for to see how the price is evolving. At the moment I don't want to comment either to buy or sell. Instead, let me see that gold again after forming that 15 minutes long wick candle. Okay, so we see that price is going back up. Yeah, chances that gold will try to break the weekly resistance level here. Okay, so this is the weekly resistance. It might try to break that, and then we could see that gold is dropping down back again. Euro USD, yes sir. Is this GBP JPY? Tell please about GBP USD, Euro USD. Good morning. Good morning. Please tell about GBP USD. Okay, so GBP USD, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Absolutely. So looking at GBP USD, if we look at, we're looking at the monthly on GBP USD. So looking at monthly on GBP USD, we can see that this month this instrument didn't move much, but it's a dodgy still in the first 20 days. Now if we look at the weekly, what we see that from the weekly perspective, this is the bullish candle on the weekly. So far the price tested the high, created a series of lower high, and we can see that afterwards GBP USD currently trying to come down again after testing that high. Looking at the daily, so like the gold, we can see that like the GBP JPY, this instrument also, what I think that might be going up to retest this level. This is the resistance level on the daily. Okay, so which is an absolutely a very important level. And after that, after this resistance level, what you could see that GBP USD is dropping back down. Why? Because we can see that the market was forming series of lower high. Pattern is the key. You know that when you look at the pattern, you can look at what might be happening next. Why? Because see, trading is, when you look at from a business perspective, you will not understand what's happening. But when you look at from the pattern perspective, so it's a different, right? So what is pattern? Pattern is everything. If you look at a flower, you see the pattern, right? Now when a newborn come in this world, a newborn child, they see everything blurry, and then they started to see the pattern, and that pattern makes sense because the brain is incredible machine to recognize pattern. And that's why trading is easy to understand, because if you are having a science background or an arts background or a commerce background, whatever the background is, your brain is capable of understanding the pattern. So what kind of pattern you can see on GBP USD here? It's forming series of lower high. So because if the market drops from here, you can see it is leaving an imbalance, and the market doesn't like to leave an imbalance. So we could see that GBP USD going back up to fill that imbalance and dropping down back to this level. So looking at the 4-hour and even on the lower time frame, where we see that GBP USD is bouncing back to the resistance level, and that could be a level that we can look at for potential selling, because we see series of lower high, and with that series of lower high we'll be waiting for GBP USD to give us that selling opportunity. Let me see that gold along with the GBP USD, because they normally move almost in the similar direction unless there is an unusual things happen. Gold is consolidating here in that area. sometimes very unusual price action pattern. You can see, thanks a lot sir about telling Gbpusd suitable entry for sell. Okay, yeah, absolutely Jackson. Hello coach and everyone. Jackson, thank you for joining the live session. Guys, did you like the stream? I'm going to wait for another 2 seconds so everyone have time to smash the like button. It's cool, thank you. And also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So I want to see that 100 views, more than 100, and make that like to go there to the same number. That's cool. Thank you for your support to the channel. Now gold, let's see gold how it is manipulating here, and then we will be looking for entry. At the moment, not being a buyer because price is approaching a weekly resistance level. Might just go back up and then return back. So now looking at GBP again, so you saw gold and where it is also moving in a sideways, going back to GBPUSD to see what it is doing. GBPUSD, looking at the daily, again going back to the same pattern where the price was creating series of lower high, and you can see series of lower high in that area. What you will be waiting for the price to go back up and then to retest and then to drop back down. That could be the price action confirmation with GBPUSD to go back up to retest and then to come back down again. So here is, you can see the market is maintaining series of lower high. Unless we find a very high probability setup, we will be looking for entry. And in the meantime, let's look at the dollar yen to see how it is doing. Dollar yen, looking at the monthly. Okay, so dollar yen is very unusual at the moment because if I look at the bigger picture on dollar yen for long term trend from the monthly on dollar yen, which is long term bullish market, if you look at here, a strong impulse followed by a narrow correction, impulse, correction, impulse, it is coming down to very important liquidity zone here on dollar yen. Now here you can see that this is the impulse on dollar yen followed by this is a big drop on dollar yen. Now this drop from the monthly could lead even dollar yen to test this support level here 137.32, which is possible. But if it drops down to that level, that's gonna be a big buy on dollar yen. A big buy could be, and that could happen on dollar yen from the monthly if you look at, because it is another liquidity zone. So how do you know that liquidity zone, guys? I want to know from you that how do you know that it is in a liquidity zone? Your USD, yeah, thank you very much. I'm in this trade already. Let's go bull. Okay, bumpy favor dollar CAD, it's your analysis. Okay, again, so what about US oil? Yeah, so we looked at the US oil and then we'll be looking at again. Now here is, we look at the dollar yen. Okay, what do you see in this dollar yen pricing? Now this is the monthly impulse on dollar yen, which is approaching this liquidity zone, and with that big drop to this support level could give a big move up again, because long term trend is up and this is a liquidity zone. So the price moves from liquidity to liquidity. As from this liquidity zone to this liquidity zone, we could see the dollar yen coming and going back up again. So if we look at the weekly time frame, where from the weekly perspective, now this is interesting fact, because so far price has gone to the resistance, has gone returned back, and very highly likely that we could see now dollar yen will try to break this weekly low. It's almost at the end of the week, and we might see the rest of the move in that direction, because the high upper move is done. The rest of the move we might see in this direction, or if it remains there, the next one will try to break that low. If we look at the daily chart on dollar yen, we can see that from the daily, this is a daily level here, and this is resistance here on dollar yen. Okay, so you can see that this is a resistance level, nice looking resistance, and with this daily move the price has hit that resistance, returned back, and it could come back to this support level here. So from the 4 hour, where we see dollar yen, this is a move coming back, and chances for dollar yen to first to drop to this level and even breaking that low to create a new lower low. So chances for dollar yen to the downside is very high. So from the 1 hour chart, if we look at dropping down to all time frame, guys, multi time frame is the key. As I mentioned before, that when you are trading, you need to look at the higher time frame and the lower time frame, synchronize them together to understand how the price is moving. And this is also, I'm emphasizing, I do have quite a few Zoom classes also explaining how you can use the higher time frame with the lower time frame to find the high probability setup that always giving in the market that we are trading in live market. You can join today if you want to explore more of the strategy that I am trading, and also you can find a link, all the trade that I share in the VIP group, you can access all of them. You can find a link below this video in the description, and also you can find a link at the top of the chat. If you want to be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy, join us today using the link. Visit the website and then you can click join now button, then you'll be able to access all of them. So now here is dollar yen, where this is the price action. The channel in this level is, this is the bearish channel on dollar yen, and with that bearish channel we look at a bit more imbalance at the top, but any kind of liquidity grab from the top will give us opportunity to sell. So for me, the price action is bearish on dollar yen. Okay, so we'll be looking for selling opportunity as soon as you will find. So from multi-time frame, it is a bearish. So if this is the situation, what's happening with the gold on that level? This is a manipulation to the upside. So with the news coming up, guys, in just 25 minutes, the news coming up. Are you guys ready for big news? can make money with 1 to 2 pairs. The best is extra, just saying. Yeah, so if you want to make money from 1 to 2 pairs, then you need to trade on the very lower time frame, because trading, it depends on, if you are an experienced trader, then you can do it. You can trade on the lower time frame, then you can make money from lower time frame. But if you are a beginner, then I would recommend you to trade on a bit higher time frame, so that you can find a lot of opportunity with where you have enough time to analyze the market and then to trade based on that. Let me know, guys, how long you are trading. What's your trading experience like? Are you a beginner or you are trading for long time? So, and also let me know which city you are from or country. Let's get some familiarities. Let me know your city, how long you are trading, or your country, and how long you are trading. Gbpusd analysis, you will be looking at that. Gbpusd, find your USD. What about the US oil? Let me see that GJ, which is trying to bounce back up. Depends on what time frame you are. Okay, also let me know which time frame. Trading for 5 months. Okay, so which time frame you trade? I'm from London, been trading for 3 months, so still a beginner. Yeah, absolutely. Athens, Greece, 2 years of trading. So you are 2 years is a good time. Trading for 5 months. Okay, yeah. Find an indices. Okay. So I see that quite a few are beginner and also the experienced trader together. So it is all about understanding your trading psychology and then trading based on strategy, which is the key. I'm from UK. Okay, there everyone below 5 minutes. I usually trade with 1 hour, 4 hour. Okay, so trading time frame is also absolutely important, and also what session you are trading is also important. So I'm from India. I'm from trading from 2015, so it's long ago. Just 1 year later than I started. It's 15. Okay, very good. You trading for 4 months, 5 minutes is still beginner. So you are trading for 4 months and you are trading on the 5 minutes time frame, which is a bit too early to go to that lower time frame. I believe it is always a good idea to stick to the higher time frame if you are a beginner trader, which is absolutely important. Okay, so now I see that quite a few of you in the beginning stage of your trading, but if you want to really to succeed in trading, then you must take it very seriously. Okay, which is very important. Seriously means that you're gonna learn a strategy, and also you need to do the risk management. Understanding the lot size calculation is also very important. So what gold is doing here, So what gold is trying to do, I think that it's gonna create a liquidity candle. Okay, so I will be going short on GBP JPY with around 11 pip stop loss from this level. Stop loss will be above this high. So we could see a bit more movement on GJ to the upside, and we'll be targeting 221 on that. Stop loss will be at 180.73. Still did not open. So here is we're taking 1% risk on that. What did I do? I open the pending order. Sold GBP JPY. Okay, so you see that break, and I will be taking very quick profit on that. Once you see that breakdown, I will be explaining later the strategy. So I'm expecting it to drop back down in that direction. So you see the price started to move down, and you know, we will take a couple of pips, and then as I mentioned, I'm focusing on more on increasing the winning rate. So we want to see a good move here. This is the 5-minute chart. Okay. So we are selling on GJ. We have that target, but there is a news coming up on dollar, so we might see a bit more volatility on GJ as well. So once we see a move in that direction, we'll be I'm ready to take profit, but I'll give a shout out when I will take in this move. It's a quick scalping. Okay, dropping guys. Come on, where is it going now? Ready to take profit. Need a breakdown. I've taken profit. And then we'll be opening again if needed. So I've taken profit. Let's keep winning like that. Let me know if you have taken the profit as well. Okay, so I've taken profit on GJ. Let me know, guys. We'll be entering again if we need it. I believe that you guys are enjoying. Yesterday also we had winning trade. Today also we have winning trade. Let's keep winning like that. And let me know if you are enjoying the live session. If you enjoyed the live session, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel and also press that bell notification. And if you want to learn more the strategy that I am trading, I do share all my trade in the VIP group. You can join me today to learn and to grow as a trader. So GJ might come down further. With the news, we will be opening again GJ or gold, anything that coming up in the market. So now let me tell you why did I look at that GBP trade. Smaller win, but win. We need to maintain a high winning rate. I will publish a full winning rate on our trade in this live session as well as in the VIP group. So let's keep winning every single day. And I've also instructed the VIP group to take profit on that. So basically, here we could see some kind of pullback. There is a liquidity gap here, that's why I have sold that market. And for this move we might see that this price bit coming down, but there is a high liquidity gap here. Back to back three liquidity candle has given GJ this momentum. That's why we see that the market started to drop in that direction. Let me see the gold here. Gold also forming multiple liquidity candle. So GJ is dropping down. Let me know, guys, if you got some profit on that. And let's keep winning. I will be waiting for also another entry, guys. Don't hesitate to smash the like button and ready for another one. Let me know. Let me see how many of you are here that wanting another trade. Gbpusd, okay, trading for 6 months. All right, hi coach, thank you very much. Favor, GU from Pakistan, 5 experience economist. Okay, thank you. From South Africa, could you look at dollar yen and AUD USD? Yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at that. Okay, so today also we had early trade on Euro AUD and GBP also winner. So all my trade that I share in the VIP group. And if you look at some of our trade such as gold, quite a few trade, all of them are winner in the VIP group that we have sent. And let's see here in that zone. Skin, thank you very much. So we'll be leaving it here to see how there is a middleman on the 15 minutes on GBP after this long liquidity gap with this pin bar, and that might bring the price to the downside on GJ. So let me see what's happening with gold. There is any entry on gold? Now news in 8 minutes, guys. What's your opinion with the news coming up? We might see this one is breaking to the downside. You want to trade and enter? You want to trade and enter a trade? Guys, did you smash the like button? I see that like is not still same as the view. So I want to see that 165 view, only 56 likes. So let's make it to 100, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Okay, so we see that the price action is still showing on GJ is to the downside. And let me find out that what the news is telling you guys. Let me see the USD CAD to sell. Okay, now if I create a pool, start a pool. So let me know your bias on USD. Do you think that USD is coming down or going up? So I have created a pool let us know, what do you think, the dollar is going to be weaker or stronger? Here is gold forming another liquidity candle. I think this move on gold is a manipulation. We might see that the price coming down to the support level again. My opinion on GBP USD, we need to wait for the news. GBP USD might be coming back to the support level again. So gold is keep dropping with this long wick doji, which is basically bearish price action. And as the news coming, we could see that, you can see this is a liquidity candle here. There is another liquidity candle, back to back two. So basically gold might be coming back down again. As the news is, we could see that that one is dropping down. So GJ also might be dropping down in that direction, because they normally move in the same direction most of the time. So gold is bearish to this level here. Okay guys, so we had a winning trade on GJ, smaller win but win, because we need to maintain a high winning rate. As you guys love high winning rate, let's keep trading with high winning rate. I have a strategy in both way. Okay, I can maintain a high winning rate with a different strategy. I can maintain a high risk to reward with different strategy. So the only difference is that if you are using a strategy with high winning rate, then you need to prepare to take high probability trade and close it with profit, because it is futile to think that you will maintain a high winning rate but you want bigger trade or long. You can take bigger trade by increasing the risk percentage, maybe from 2% max, that I believe I take sometime for a high winning trade. So if you want to increase the winning rate, that means that you see that quite a few trade winner one after one, then you need to reduce the risk reward a little bit. If you want to maintain high risk reward, then you need to be prepared to reduce your winning rate. So that's they compromise each other. So to show you an example of my trades that you will be able to understand, bring some of that. Let's see. Okay, so with the news coming up, 2 minutes. So to maintain a high winning rate, you definitely need um, to trade in different ways. So to give you an example of my current live account PNL, now if you look at, now this is the trade just I have, we have just secured profit on Gbpjpy. um, this is how I maintain the high winning rate. And if you look at my PNL, you can see that how I maintain the winning rate. Because to take such as a big win, then definitely you need to, I have in fact big win. You can see Gbpjpy, this is a live account PNL, big win. And then here is gold, big win, quite a few big wins here. This all of them big win. This is a Gbpusd big win, also the Gbpusd big win. So it's all about whichever way style of trading you like, you can trade. It depends on your strategy, trading style, and how you love trading. So make sure guys you are sticking to the channel to learn trading, to grow as a trader. you know that's a massive manipulation with the news, guys. Let's see, this is a big manipulation happen. Why that much of manipulation? Let's find out. What's the news has come out on this? We see that final GDP 5.2. So why that manipulation? Okay, so it's a big difference on unemployment claims, less than expected. So dollar got a strength, isn't it? No, that's a massive manipulation on gold and dollar. So what's happening with GJ? Yeah, so GJ, see, we closed it earlier. It's good. It has also big manipulation. Now gold had manipulated aggressively. It is important to see how the market is trying to do. Let me know, guys, what's your thought on that. Dollar CAD to see gold direction. South Africa, I have 8 years on trading. I want to enter a trade. Which one should I enter now? Okay, gold will go up, sir. Tell more stories about trading psychology. I will be discussing on that, more on that. Yeah, absolutely. Trading psychology is very important to look at. Okay, so what's happening with this move? That's a huge manipulation that we see. Okay, so which way gold is going to be heading is a very important point to look at, because here is it has broken this side and that side. Okay, now from the technical perspective, I still think that gold is gonna drop because it was forming series of lower high in that area. So any kind of violation to the upside might give us that entry to the downside. So this break, you can see, let's wait for the price to break the weekly high even. Let me delete those levels to understand it properly. This is the weekly high, this week's high, previous week's high, and Okay, so this move is very crucial. GJ had a huge manipulation and then revert back. Now if I look at the weekly on Gbpujpy, the price is approaching that weekly level, so must be dollar yen had a big downside. Yeah, dollar yen also had a big downside. Guys, when the market manipulate, you just need to be patient, right? It's important that you are patient enough to look at the market from a different perspective, from being patient, waiting for the price to give you that entry opportunity. So previous weekly high is 2048. Okay, let the market prepare for giving us the trade that we are looking for. Looks to me that Gbpujpy preparing for breaking all this monthly low, which might happen. Okay, so we might see a massive breakdown on GJ, and then we could see reverting back. This is the doji, the previous monthly doji, and which is a very important level here on Gbpujpy. Now looking at the weekly here, also you see that daily time frame where very sharply bearish. The chances for downside is high on GJ. Back to back, two important liquidity candle has formed on Gbpujpy. Keeping eye all of them just to see which one is best for us to enter a trade. And guys, hope that you are enjoying the live session. Let me know if you are enjoying. Join the free Telegram channel for all the updates and everything that we are posting every day. And in addition to that, if you want to learn more about the strategy that I am trading, you can join us using the link in the description area. Visit the website, then you can click join now button to be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Okay, so here we can see the market trying to revert back from the weekly. We look at the 4 hour again on GJ to see. So you can see that Gbpusd, if you look at this move and this move, what do you see the difference between these two moves? Will tell you exactly which way the market will be heading. You know that being a good trader means actually understanding the reason behind that movement, which is a key to be successful as a trader. Now, if I look at the market, sometimes some trader might be trading just based on gas, but when you look at the market with a bit deep concentration, with focus, you can understand the directional bias in the market. That will solve 50% of your problem, right? To know the directional bias in the market. Okay, so how do you look at the, keep in mind that guys, attention is the key. Okay, patience and attention, these are the two key factors. So how do you develop patience? And attention is also an absolutely important, because where the attention, energy goes, where the attention, emotion goes. And you might have heard that, trade without emotion, or people lose money because of emotion. But as a matter of fact, when you have that emotion, then you can focus. And people's emotion, in the human being's emotion, is focus is entangled with the emotion. That's why you see that people with a very high level of, depression or anger or anxiety, they're preoccupied with their mind, because their attention is entangled with the emotion. So that's why people with a higher emotion, like higher, what do I mean by higher emotion? So what kind of, reflection is also very important. So what kind of emotion a human being can have? So if you create a list of the emotion, then according to Dr. David Hawkins, you can find a list. The lower emotions, that has a lower energetic vibration, and the higher emotion. So higher emotion is where you can see the reality completely different way, and you can create anything you want when your emotion is high in vibration. So there is no difference in emotion. Emotion is energy in motion, right? There's no difference in emotion, only difference in the degree of its vibrational quality or the frequency. So it's like a water. If you look at the ice and the water, okay, and the vapor, they all are same, right? Different form due to the temperature, the heat. If you put a heat on the ice, the molecule will start to vibrate aggressively, and it's gonna be water. Put more heat on it, it's gonna be vapor. Similarly, when the emotion is cold, is the lower emotion, that will, you start to see all kinds of things that is not going well. So it's our mind entangled with the emotion. So we pay attention to the things when we stay here in the lower emotions such as fear, greed, guilt. Sometimes this kind of emotion basically will keep you focus on the things that not going well, you are not doing well, it's not good enough, things not going well, there is war around the world, the economy is going down, everything is shutting down, the people are getting out of the job. So it will oscillate you from fear, which is the highest, anger, and guilt. So you'll oscillate in between this zone, and you start to pay attention to that things that is reconfirm, reestablish those emotion over and over again. But when you started to bring that to the upside, where there is high in quality of that emotion, you started to experience the same thing completely different way. So that is why emotion is important, to pay attention to the things that you need. But once you can attain that, can maintain that level of focus, it becomes much easier. So looking back to that on the from trading perspective, you'll see that when you pay attention a lot, that's where you see that you started to look at the market completely different way, and you start to learn it. So pay attention is the key. If you look at the price action, when you look at with a full attention, you start to see the trade that you have never seen before. That's how the things work. So looking at from that perspective, from the completely different perspective, if you look at the market, then you start to see why the market moves the way it moves. We see it from, like, when we see the top, we look for sell. When we see the bottom, we look for buy. But as a matter of fact, you need to look for the liquidity zone to see which way the market is heading. So this is where I was discussing about the Gbpusd, that how do you know that this market might be coming down? See this move here and see this move here. What do you see? Which move is having a high level of liquidity in it? Okay, so see that move, it's a straight vertical move without any proper pullback. This move is not a healthy move. Okay, but if you look at this move here, you see this one here, it is grabbing liquidity along the way. Okay, so when you look at this kind of move, a straight vertical move without any pullback and returning with multiple liquidity grab chances, that it's going to drop a lot. So you'll see this kind of structure over and over again in the market. You can note down, when you see a straight vertical move up or down and coming back with high level of liquidity trigger, you will see that this market will move in the direction of the liquidity trigger. Okay, so let's keep that up, guys. In the meantime, make sure that you are smashing the like button and you are hitting that subscribe button. If you haven't done yet, press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every single day. Did you do that? Did you smash the like button? Let me know if you have done that. Make it to 100, the like, and also subscribe to the channel. So let's see now where gold is heading from this level. Trying to enter gold. Okay, so gold, this is 10 minutes remaining for this candle to be closed. And if we look at also other pairs, let me see that on there's a big rejection on AUD and ZD as well. Look at the 1 hour. Let me see the daily. A big drop on AUD and ZD. So it's forming a head and shoulder in that area. That was complete liquidity gap here on AUD and ZD that we have seen yesterday. Now it's the 1 hour candle on AUD and ZD. That this 1 hour candle is a big long wick rejection from the top. And looking at the monthly, the news coming on AUD and ZD. So there's no news coming up on AUD. There's a news coming tomorrow on GBP and dollar and CAD. Let me look at the dollar CAD. So GBP is keep dropping in that direction. And if we look at from the 5 minutes on gold, okay, so we need to find proper entry. What's your opinion on, guys? Let me know. What are you doing with that? So looking at 70 volt on dropping DXY, so it's what happened. which will gold go? Gold, okay, how much is ATR indicator? Can you recommend any funded program? There is also the anger which trader turns against. There is also anger when traders turn. Please analyze dollar yen after the news. Yeah, absolutely. In head and shoulder in 4-hour time frame in gold. Yep. GBP CAD. What's your analysis? Yep. Euro USD. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Okay, so now looking at I still don't see any good entry on gold after this big move. This is a big manipulation here. We need to see. Apparently, let me see GBP So we had initial trade on GJ and we can have some other movement. AUD and ZD have a big drop. I see that AUD and ZD, there might be move on this one. Around 21 pip in that. So we could see that AUD and ZD breaking that structure because it reached that resistance level. There's also anger when traders turns against you, and this is a very hard to cope with. So you very hard to cope with. No, nothing to be hard to cope with. You need it. There is a wise man says that do not oppose the opposite. It will disappear by itself. So never oppose the opposite, so it will disappear by itself. Very important topic, isn't it? So always be nothing. You see, there is a koan says that what will be the sound of one hand. So who can solve this koan? What will be the sound of one hand? So if you do not have two hands, then you will never be able to clap it. So when you disappear, so nothing gonna make you sound. So being nothingness, so when you stay in the nothingness, in the void, so nothing can make any sound in you, so it becomes silence, which is the language of the universe. So let me remind please our expectation on gold. Yeah, so what is about the oil now scenario? So looking at the oil, oil, as I mentioned before, from here it formed that head and shoulder. I was planning for a sell, but we sold the Gbpusd. We didn't do that. So with that movement, oil, in fact, from that level that we have drawn, it started to drop back from this level, which is head and shoulder. Now from that head and shoulder, what you see that the market now is coming down. So we could see that movement in that direction. So let's see, we see that breakdown from that head and shoulder, and what we can expect for the price to go ahead for a pullback. It might even not going ahead for a pullback. We could see that it dropping down in that direction. So we'll be waiting for a deeper pullback, and then we'll look for that selling opportunity. At this point it has dropped. We can expect a retest of this level, this previous support turning resistance, and then we can look for that selling opportunity. Let's see how far it is going. Okay, so Gbpusd, how he has closed that candle. Guys, sorry. Okay guys, so where quite a few narrower dojis being formed here on GJ, we find a sell again, we'll be selling. Let me see the gold also. So both, all of them are consolidating in that area. It might go back up again for a deeper pullback. So it's forming another liquidity candle in that area. But it's in a very, very important level. This is the weekly support. Might try to have another jump in that direction. So your thought on guys on that? Guys, can you hear me? Can you say yes if you can hear me? And also, did you like this stream, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet? Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I'm posting every day. So let's make the like to be 100. So I'm pausing for 2 seconds so that everyone have time to do that. So I've been disappeared. Smash it now, and also hit that subscribe button. That's cool. Thank you. And also guys, check out the website, link below this video in the description area. This is interesting doji, quite a few is being formed. This is a very holders price section. We see that GJ is very aggressively bearish. I see potential for GBP, JPY, and all the JPY pairs, including dollar yen, must be very bearish. Yeah. So in especially the yen pairs, we see that there is a potential for further downside. If I look at CHF also showing bearish. AUD NZD as from 1 hour long pin bar, so we'll not be doing anything here at the moment. CHFJPY, just quickly looking at all the instrument, guys. There's a 4-hour candle closed. CHFJPY, Euro AUD, Euro AUD might be coming down for a deeper drop. Let me see what other Euro pairs are doing. Also Euro JPY showing significant bearish price action. Still not very impressive. Very good. Euro NZD. USD might go back up to the resistance level. Let me see that gold has reverted back from this level with a big long red candle. So is this a fake move on gold then? Looking at the daily, yeah, so from the daily you can see this is the daily resistance on gold, and this is the 15 minutes candle on gold. Gold forming a very interesting structure. What I think that if you look at the 30 minutes, a big bullish candle, the price is again consolidating from the 15 minutes, which is forming a middleman. Now 15 minutes middleman for me is potentially bearish. So if it go back up to retest, then only, because if we sell here we need to put a stop loss at least above this level, which is gonna be a bigger stop loss. Very sometime patience needed for that movement. Okay, so this is this move on gold, which is a pullback. Now it's going to the level where, okay, now if this one is going back up to another one going back up, then we can look for the sell here. Okay, it's still for me bearish. So Gbpusd, so this move 15 minutes candle closed. Okay guys, so patience, patience and patience. This is only the thing that I can see here in the market now. Yes, thank you. CatJPY, thank you for that. CatJPY is awesome, thank you. Check dollar CAD to see gold direction. WTI, GBP CAD. Yeah, so WTI had a break, so you might see that it's trending. So dollar pairs, we see that all of them in a very important level. Even Euro AUD and such as exotic pairs or minor pairs, Euro AUD. For me, the way it has, you see this move on Euro AUD is a completely clean manipulation after back-to-back two doji is from this one. So basically, which has created a structure for Euro AUD to drop to this level. Highly likely, nothing guaranteed in trading, guys. Make sure that you are properly managing your risk and doing proper analysis before you jump on a trade. Euro AUD back to back two dojis, but I think that it's gonna move up, testing this 20 MA and then breaking down to this level again. So if you look at Euro AUD to the upside is how many pip? 6 pip, 60 pip. So dropping down after testing this is high probability then going back up. So keep eye on all of them. Okay. So gold is, for me, is still showing bearish pattern. It might, you see this is the 15 minutes middleman, which is potentially bearish price action, but in a very narrow area. So if we want to enter, we have to enter in a way that we have enough space for taking profit. So euro dollar and GBP USD. I really see that the market. So looking at gold again, or just going through all this instrument to see which one is heading. Now gold from the lower time frame, the chances for dropping is very high. So guys, so what I see that gold from the lower time frame will be waiting for a break. It might try to go back up to retest this level because it's a support, and then to revert back. So my bias is on the sell side. After it create a kind of long wick candle here, we might see that long wick candle like that. So merge with this one and then to drop. What's your thought on that, on gold, guys? WTI, and EN pairs. So all of them in a pullback except gold. We see that so we had an early today on GJ. I believe that you guys um have made good profit on it. We had also quite a few trade early today. We had Euro AUD winner, we had gold winner, we had GBP small winner, but winner that's maintaining high winning rate. So today is Thursday. Now we have entered on the Friday, last day of trading week. Gonna be extremely dramatic and volatile in the upcoming days because of the upcoming holidays. There will be a lot of positions opening, closing. So I believe that, guys, everyone are ready for last day of trading week, Friday, with high probability trade setup to enter. And I'm also ready to open quite a few trades in the upcoming session. I do share all my trade in the VIP group. For those, for when I'm not on live, you can access all of them, including the strategy that I'm trading. If you want to join us today, you can find the link below this video in the description. You can visit the website and then you can click join now button. You can join us to be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy. With that being said, guys, I believe that you enjoyed this live session. You found value in it, and I will be coming on live again in the upcoming days. I want to see you there. Make sure that you subscribe and press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content. With that being said, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon again trading live. Until then, stay well, stay happy.